I built my dream physique in less than 2 years. I started working out and going to the gym consistently on March 9th, 2022. This is what I looked like then, and this is what I look like now. You're probably wondering if building a physique like this is gonna help you to get girls. The answer is no. I remember about 5 years ago, one of my friends, David, was trying to get into the gym. He's always been on and off with the gym, and this was one of his on seasons. And I remember him telling me he wanted to go to the gym and build some muscle and that girls were attracted to that. And I responded, bro, girls aren't really even into that anymore.
I've literally seen YouTube videos where girls are saying dad bods are hot.
That's what I said about 5 years ago. Thankfully, I killed all of that bullshit. So, how did I do this faster than most people? If you look up any advice on how long it's gonna take to build your physique, most people will say 3 to 5 years. I did it in less than 2. Here's how. There's 4 different things you need to focus on when you're in the gym. The last one is the one that literally nobody is talking about. Click the first link in the description if you want to sign up for coaching. I do social skills coaching and I also do physique training. I can help you get to this point much faster than maybe even I did. So sign up for that coaching call. It's the first link in the description. So here's the first thing you need to focus on. Training. What kind of training are you going to be doing specifically? So you're going to be doing resistance training. You're going to be lifting weights with the goal of progressively overloading. Can you make it harder every time you come back? You can make your workouts difficult just by focusing mentally on what you're trying to do. And this is what most people won't tell you. A lot of bodybuilders, you'll see them adding on more weight, adding on more weight, adding on more weight, not realizing that it's not the weight that counts. It's the effort. How is your perceived rate of effort? How hard do you think you're going? You can do that with a very light weight, can't you? Because what can you do? You can slow down the movements. You can go as slow as you can possibly go and then bring it down as slow as you can go, and eventually it's gonna get hard, isn't it? So progressive overload isn't necessarily just weight. There's different ways to progressive overload. So now you're probably wondering what kind of workouts you should be doing. When I first started, I was doing push-pull legs. And I really do believe push-pull legs is one of the best workouts you can do for aesthetics. So push-pull legs, basically it means you're going to be hitting the push movements, which is like chest and shoulders. So you're pushing it up. And triceps, pushing it down. Those are your main push movements. And then you have pull, which is mostly back and biceps. And then you have legs, obviously, which is squats or deadlifts, things of that nature. Leg press. I can include the exact workouts I use down below. Just type in your email and I'll send them to you for free. After I did push-pull legs for about 6 to 12 months, basically I had to switch up my routine. And this is where a lot of people are messing it up. You have to shock your body. You have to show your body that what it's been doing isn't the only way to train. And so really, the mirror will tell you how much progress you're making. Because we're here to build an aesthetic physique. We're here to build a physique that we look at in the mirror and we're like, wow. You don't want to be one of those strong men like this that is extremely strong, but his physique is just ugly. We want to train like a Greek god. Which brings me to the next thing. What are you going to do when you're not training? Rest and recovery. This is so important for you to dial down because rest and recovery is simple. Make sure you walk. And then on top of walking, you can find a cardio that you really enjoy. My favorite forms of cardio are basketball and boxing. Because I don't really realize that I'm doing cardio when I'm doing it. I don't notice that I'm tired until I'm done and I'm like, wow, I really burned a lot. So this will help you. Make sure you walk. The biggest secret to staying lean is to walk after you eat. Every day after I eat a meal, I'm walking for at least 5 to 15 minutes. As soon as I eat, I just go outside and I walk. Even as I'm gaining more weight, even as I'm bulking, I will never gain too much weight because I live an active lifestyle. I'm always moving. The next point is nutrition. How do you dial in your nutrition? Basically, you want to eat whole foods as much as you can. And what is whole food? Whole food is basically something that only has one ingredient. And this will change your fucking game, bro. What I did differently, after about a year of lifting, my first year was very rough. I was tracking all of my food, but I wasn't really eating as healthy food as I could be eating. But then I switched after about a year. I realized my diet needed to change. So what did I do? I started eating food that basically had one ingredient. I read this book about food called Food Rules, and it completely changed my mindset about eating. It just made it so fucking simple. Because people overcomplicate this. You just need to be in a caloric surplus in order to gain muscle and to gain weight. And then your protein needs to be higher than what you normally eat. So if right now you're not eating a lot of food, then you need to eat more food. It's really so simple when you think about it. It's like push yourself a little bit, because you push yourself in the gym, don't you? When you're gonna work out, right? So it's the same thing when you're eating, is you kind of have to progressively overload and sacrifice that comfort that you always feel. Now that you want to push yourself in the gym and actually build an aesthetic physique, you need to eat more. And I'm not saying eat to the point of sickness, but you should be a little bit uncomfortable when you're eating, just like you are in the gym. If you really, really want this result as badly as I did, you will track every single thing you eat for the first year. That's what I did. Everything that went into my stomach, MyFitnessPal, entering it in, obsessed. Because I needed to know what I was eating that would get me to the result that I wanted. When performance is measured, performance improves. And it goes the same way with training. I was tracking all of my workouts on this app called Strong. All of them. Because I needed to make sure that I was progressing. If you want this result as badly as you say you do, as quickly as you say you'll do, you'll implement all of these things, because this is how it's done. When we really want a result as badly as we say we do, then we will get it. If you want to be successful as badly as you want to breathe, you'll be successful. And it's the same way with the gym. So now the next thing. The last thing you need to know to build an aesthetic physique, this is going to help you the most. Understand how to gym hack. Now, what is gym hacking? If you look it up, you will not find any information on it, because this is something that I made up myself. But this strategy took me from a noob in the gym to almost intermediate within 6 months. What I did when I started at the gym is I made friends. But not just any kind of friends. I made friends with the most jacked guys I could find in the gym. Every single time I saw a guy that was jacked, I started to approach them, and I would go up to them and I'd say, bro, you are jacked. What are you doing differently? And these guys would be so excited to talk to me. People don't realize this, but the most jacked guys are actually probably the most helpful, because they had somebody that helped them too. And so what I did is I didn't just talk to one. Every time I went to the gym and I saw a jacked guy, I went up to them and I asked them, bro, what are you doing differently? And every single time I would get all these different answers about things I could implement. And then you know what? I went and I did what they told me. And then I would come back to them and I would tell them, dude, I've been working on this thing that you told me. It's really been helping me. And what actually happened to me was so amazing, because after talking to all of these guys, eventually one guy came up to me and he approached me. And he saw me doing deadlifts in the corner of the gym, and he said, bro, I saw you doing deadlifts. That's good shit. I said, oh, word? You think there's anything else I could do better? All of a sudden, this guy pulls out his phone. He says, yeah, I have this bodybuilding program. I paid like $200 for it. I'll send it to you for free. I have this meal plan. I paid $50. I got you. I'll send it to you right now. And here's my phone number, by the way. My name's Lewis. And from that day forward, every time I'd see this guy in the gym, we would talk a little bit here and there. Talk a little bit here and there. And then eventually he started training me. He said, you want to work out together? I said, yeah, please. Let's do it. And he started teaching me what he knew. I got somebody to train me in the gym for free, without even asking, just by having a coachable student's mindset. Forgetting that I even knew anything and just asking, bro, what can I do better here? The person who is consistent will beat out every other person. The biggest thing is consistency. You don't have to do it perfectly at first like I did, but if you keep showing up, you will just continue to improve and you'll continue to get better. But if you want to get it as fast as I did, go balls to the wall. Make lifting your part-time, full-time job. You're always thinking about it when you're not at your other job or at school. This is your life now. You got this, G. Peace.